Southern Vangard Radio, this is DJ John Doe, and right in front of me is my man.
Oh, yeah.
Cappuccino Mix.
Yeah. Cappuccino Mix. Big homie, what's good?
Big
It's Sunday
Mix.
night.
What's going on, my dude?
Sunday night.
Sunday night.
You know what we do.
Woo,
Yes,
boy.
sir.
Well, I got a new weed eater, finally.
You got what?
We got a new weed eater, chopping down the weeds and shit this weekend.
I thought you said you ate some weed this weekend. I had to. I'm sorry, bro. Let me tune these in a little bit better, man. I'm hearing things.
I did eat some weed this weekend, but they were weeds, not weed. Like
okay. Oh, not actual. I got you.
Georgia kudzu.
Loud and clear now.
Right.
That's a strain, Georgia kudzu.
Right, exactly.
I got you. That's what's up.
Yeah, man. So finally I know we've been talking about that. I posted a picture over on Instagram, I believe yesterday, on my dirty ass boots and socks, and everybody got a kick out of it. And one of the fans of the show,
they think we be playing games, man. They think we be playing games talking about this yard shit. This shit's serious.
Yeah. He thought it was jokes. Like, nah, man, we talk what we live on this show, man. You hear us talking about yard work. We're actually out in the yard doing yard work every week, man, especially this time of year.
We are doing that shit. Hell yeah.
How was your weekend, my brother?
Yeah, we in the thick of it.
Yeah.
Man, I did my shit today. You know, I spent my time out there today. I woke up and it was 60-something degrees. I was like, I need to get on out there now.
Yeah.
So jumped on it early, knocked that shit out, got everything looking good. And here we are, man.
All right. Beautiful. Yeah. Beautiful.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you know, this is man, I'm really excited about this interview session tonight. So let's just kind of let's get into it. Let's cut straight to it. But before we officially get down to business, if this is the first time you're listening, this is Southern Vangard Radio. Welcome. We drop twice a week on Tuesdays. It's a mixed show. All brand new hip hop, cut up, mixed up, sliced up like it should be. Meeks and I, talking the awfulest bunch of shit you ever heard. Usually drinking some good bourbon and some good brew. And then on Thursdays, we have an interview session with an MC or DJ or producer. Or last week was super interesting because we had Pink Bottom Just from Hat Club on. And, man, we got into some fitted hat shit, right? Some real exclusive fitted hat shit, and just kind of learned about that business and what he's been doing over the past year. With all the pink bottom, fitteds and whatnot. So make sure you subscribe on whatever your platform is that you prefer. SoundCloud, Mixcloud, Stitcher Radio, Apple Podcasts, Spotify Podcasts, Google Podcasts, YouTube. We're actually posting video content now, the interview sessions on YouTube, so you can get more than just the audio on the podcast. So make sure you go over there and subscribe. And Meeks, we have some other folks that help us spread the word across the world and the globe as well.
Yes, sir. We have atlhiphop.com. I am classicrawradio.net. Return to the BoomBap, WRBB, X Squad Radio, X Squad affiliates, all those in Atlanta. And then we venture out to the West Coast with Soul Public Radio, Cali.
All right. Beautiful. All right, Meeks.
Man.
We in Queens this week. We in Big Queens this week.
We get around.
Woo, boy, man.
We get around.
So we played this gentleman's joint.
7 Train.
Yeah, we played this gentleman. Yes, sir. We played this joint. We played a joint called Boss of the Bosses last week, actually, which is the lead-off single from a new EP that's dropping this week. Let's see, when this interview drops, I think this joint drops like next Friday. So this interview might drop before the EP drops. He'll have to correct us if we're wrong. But Future of the Streets is the name of the EP. And it's by the good brother Nyce the Future and Havoc of Mobb Deep. We have Nyce here with us tonight. Let's get into it. What's up, big homie?
Nyce,
what's up? What's up?
Yeah,
what's up, y'all? Your boy, man. I'm here, man. Happy to be here,
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you for being with us tonight, man. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, it's all good. We rocking out tonight, man. It's about the streets, baby. You know, shout out to H, you know what I mean? My brother from another, you know what I mean? He should be joining in shortly.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
All right.
What's up, my guys?
No doubt.
It's you, man. Tell us about this EP. Is it officially out now?
Oh no, it'll be out May 7th. May 7th, which is this Friday. Yeah, this Friday, man. It's real. It's classic, man. You know, classic music, man. Giving you timeless music. You know what I'm saying? It's myself.
No doubt. Entirely produced
by Havoc. You know.
Go ahead.
Super producer HAVOC, the infamous one.
MOBB.
You know, it's a Mobb Deep thing, man. It's a Mobb Deep thing.
Word. So let's see. So we've heard Boss of the Bosses.
We got that joint exclusively, right? We got that joint exclusively. We played on 290. Get into some joints on 291.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know what, Meeks? We have you know what, Nyce, we have Everything I Love that we're gonna drop on 291 this week. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, y'all getting that heat rock, man.
Yeah.
Y'all heard it yet? Y'all heard it yet?
I haven't heard it yet, but your expression right now, I'm looking forward to. I can't wait to hear this shit.
Man.
Anytime you get that, woo,
yeah,
I know it's crazy.
That was actually one of the first joints I recorded for Future the Streets, actually. And it was crazy, like, you know, that and the joint, it's a joint on there called Savage. Those were the first two records I recorded for Future the Streets. And it was crazy because H, you know, me and H, you know, we've been rocking, you know, I've been part of the mob for years, you know what I mean? God bless the dead, R.I.P. Prodigy and all that.
No doubt.
You know, my brother. You know, so they really had me and they taught me a lot of things. And I always used to be on Havoc case like, yo, when we gonna do something? Cause you know, people always be like, yo, when you gonna do like a whole project with Havoc? Like I get that all the time. So I used to pressure him. And he'll just be like, yo, listen, do time. Everything got a time and a place for it. You know what I mean? We're going to work and we're going to work and we're going to do this up. And one day he just called me out the blue like, yo, listen, I'm ready, man. It's time. Let's do it. And I was like, oh, word? Like when he said it, I was shocked. So he was like, yo, come to the studio right now. And when I came in, he played Everything I Love, man. That beat was so crazy, man.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, hell no. We doing this right now. You know what I'm saying? And, yeah, because H is the kind of person, he'll play you like 100 beats, but he'll play it so fast. He'll just be like, you know, H is one of them real underrated, humble producers. So like when he plays beats for people, he don't really play the whole beat. Like he just plays like the first like 10 seconds of it and he switches it to another beat. So the minute I heard that one, I was like, nope, stop right there. I'm starting to write right now. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, that's how most of this project came out. It was like that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Nyce. Let me ask you this: was it a chain of events that led up to that phone call? Like, was you releasing music and had a buzz, and Hav was like, "Yo, we gotta jump on this train right now"? Is that kind of how things kind of played out?
I mean, well, yeah. Well, H always was like a fan of mine, I would say. You know what I'm saying? Like he was always like in my corner. Like he was the one who really first introduced me to, you know, the whole Mobb Deep family. He was the first one I met ever. When I met Mobb Deep, he was the first one I met. I didn't meet Pete till like about a week or two later. You know what I'm saying? And Have always would say, I'm gonna make sure that you something special. I'm gonna make sure that you be one of the hottest niggas out here. Just bear with me and follow what I'm telling you. And I used to be like, well, what else? Like, what is this? Like, I used to feel like damn, like, is he putting me through like a trial period or something? Like, I got to prove myself, and he used to just play so much beats and stuff. And I used to be rapping and he used to be like, all right, yeah, you ready? But hold on. You know what I mean? Right to it. He'll make me sit there and just write to the beat, but then would never make me record it. So I'm like, what the hell is going on here? You know what I'm saying? And then finally, we started doing records together. And, he'll always be like, yeah, in due time, we're going to do that. We're going to do it. We're going to do it. And then I started like moving on, like not moving on, but like more like doing records and putting it out there because I had a buzz. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't want to lose it at the same time. So I was putting out records and stuff like that. And then
you had a mixtape series or two as well, right? Nice.
Yeah, I had like 15 mixtapes.
Yeah.
I got like about 15 of them.
Yeah.
So like I think what happened was like when P died, I think that kind of like made him more of, all right, I got to do this for the team now. You know what I'm saying? Because P's not here. Because P used to be the one more involved with the artist. You know what I'm saying? Hence why I had so many records with P. I got a lot of records with P because P was more the one that was hands-on with the artist. H just used to come through, make the beats, fuck with niggas, keep it pushing. You know what I'm saying?
Interesting.
So I guess once that happened, he felt like it was time for him to take the responsibility to, mess with the artist and really be hands-on with the artist. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha. Interesting, man.
Gotcha.
So, so when you got that call, was that like 12 months ago? Was that like 6 months ago? Like how fast did this?
It was like about 6 months ago.
Oh, okay.
We worked really, really fast. You know what I'm saying? We worked like really fast. Like the whole project was pretty much done, I would say, in about a week collectively. You know what I'm saying? In about a week collectively. Maybe it could have been even faster than that. But, with his schedule, my schedule, things was going, you know what I mean, the way it was going. So, we work really fast. Like H he don't like to like send people beats and like make you record it. He wants to be there. You know what I mean? When he's involved in something, he want to be right there with you. Like, all right, nah, I'm not sending you no beats. I used to give him the email after every session, like, yo, just email me some beats. Like, nah. I'm going to write and I'm going to come back. And he'd be like, all right, I got you and never do it. And then when I get there, he'll be like, nah, man, see, we feeding off each other energy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, that's why it was getting done so fast because our energy was we were just feeding off each other. Yeah. And we got that done real quick. You know what I'm saying? And it was just more to get the business side of things is what took the time. You know what I mean?
Right. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, that seems like some like that era of producers that comes from, that seems to be like his peers, that seems to be their preference. Like you hear that story about Premier all the time. Like Premier makes the shit when you're in the lab with him. You know what I mean? Like it seems that like like those guys from that era and from that I guess that upper echelon of producers, that seems to be a preference from a working standpoint. They want to be in the lab with you and vibe.
Probably too many magical moments from working like that. You know what I'm saying? Like
Like
being there in the moment. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, that's where the best music come from because that's how timeless music is created. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like when you in the studio actually with the producer and he's making a beat and you right there and he tells you to write to that and y'all just vibing. It's like he's feeling you out, you feeling him out, and y'all just vibing. It's like tennis. It's like a game of tennis. Y'all just going back and forth until that magic happened. And once that magic click, y'all just keep going. Yeah. When more or less when they send you a beat, you got it home, you at home. You know what I'm saying? You're doing whatever you're doing on your daily routine. So you might just listen to the beat right here and there, whatever. And then it's just time to go in the studio and just lay it down. So it's a total difference. It's like a major difference when you're in there, actually in there working. You know what I'm saying? Together.
Yeah. So Nyce, I didn't see any features on this. I don't believe. I think I saw a track listing.
Yeah, man. The only feature was H on Boss to the Bosses. We wanted to keep it to really showcase what I can do, because I'm like kind of like a machine. You know what I'm saying? like that's why, hence like my name. I never gave my name to myself. Like, people in my neighborhood named me Nyce because I just used to be freestyling, and they used to be like, "Oh, that kid right there, he's nice." So everybody just stuck with that name. And P gave me the future. He was like, "Yo, you the future. You gonna be the future, Infamous Mobb Deep. You gonna be the future of this shit." And he just put it together, Nyce the Future. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. So I got so many songs, it's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? So he like, nah, man, we don't need no features right now. You know what I'm saying? We want to showcase what you can do. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna take it back. Shit. He was like, we're gonna take it back to like Nas Illmatic and shit, like them type of days. Like when Nas had Illmatic, he only had AZ was the only feature on it. And that's the same thing that we do with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No doubt.
Mm-hmm.
And that pretty much speaks for the production too. Like no need to have any outside production or anything like that. I mean, we're talking about have it.
Yeah. We just wanted to, showcase what we can do. You know what I'm saying? As far as like, a lot of people with music nowadays, they get help by putting a big name on there. You know what I'm saying? So it's not really showcasing what you can do. It's more showcasing like, oh, I did a song with that person. You know what I'm saying? So people more check it because that person is on it. You know what I'm saying? More than just really seeing what you can do. And it's the same thing with producers. You get a whole bunch of producers, everybody like, yo, but he produced this, he produced that. You don't really get to see the real talent of a producer and a rapper when it's just them two. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Very true. Very true.
So did you guys record like a slew of joints and like pick the best 6 or 7, or were you like very?
Okay. We always we got a lot of songs, man. I mean, this ain't going to be the last one. This is just the beginning.
All right.
It's a few more albums of me and H coming. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
A few.
Glad to hear that.
Yeah, man. We're going to keep the ball rolling. You know what I mean? This is just the beginning. This is just the start off right here.
All right. I like how you guys flipped the New Jack City shit for the artwork and for the visuals.
Yeah, I was gonna ask whose idea was that, Nyce?
Oh yeah, well first, when we finished it, and once we got the situation with Next, shout out to John, Jake, shout out to Jordan, the commander, for putting this together and everything. Once we got with them, they was like, all right, well, what you want the cover to be? And I'm just like, I'm like, damn, I was stuck for a minute because I'm like, I don't really want to just see pictures of just me and H on there. You know what I mean? You want something that's going to really gravitate people, like really bring people to the forefront. So H was like, yo, we're going to start doing movies as covers, man, because people love movies. So I was like, word, that makes sense. But he was like, first we was going to do the Back to the Future joint. That's what it was going to be.
Marty McFly
and the other dude. It was going to be. It was going to be those two on the cover. And then my lady was like, man, nah, y'all spending too much hard shit to have them on there. You gotta have some shit on there, like you know what I mean? Like Paid in Full, something like that. And I was like, and she's like New Jack City, and I'm like, oh hell yeah! Matter of fact, you're right. Let's go with that. You know what I'm saying? And man, shit looks fire. Came out fire, and we gonna do a lot more like that. You know what I mean? We gonna take a lot of different movies and stuff, and put them as the covers and all that. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Beautiful. Make sure you're gonna
Nice.
ask something.
Do y'all anticipate going from I was gonna say, do y'all anticipate going from an EP to an LP next, or y'all might drop another EP, or have y'all talked that out yet?
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna do another EP, and then eventually we're gonna do like an official like album LP. You know what I'm saying? Right now, we just want to get everybody attention. That's the whole thing. We want to show people what we can do. You know what I mean? Like making the music.
Wow.
That's the easy part. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That ain't really the hard part. Like we can go and we could get y'all 1 million songs right now. You know what I'm saying? But we know we gotta gradually build it up so that people can understand. Like this is how we work. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
This is how the mob do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we're gonna do a couple more EPs, and then it's gonna turn it to the EP to the album. You know how that go.
All right. Beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
So Nyce. Getting into a little history, a little bit. Like, how'd you get into this rap shit, man? How'd you get into music and like find yourself, doing what you're doing, now? I mean, did you ever think that? Like, what's that story?
Okay, so like I grew up in Southside Jamaica, Queens, you know what I'm saying? That's home of 50 Cent, Tony Yayo, Lloyd Banks. I grew up with them, you know what I'm saying? I actually from the same neighborhood. So we all used to spit, like, well, except 50. 50 was more on business. He never really used to hang around like that. He was more taking care of business. But me and Yayo and Banks, we used to be spitting all the time, like, and 150 got the business together and got deals done. Yayo approached me and was like, we about to start a group. We want you to be in the group. But at that time, I was so caught up in like the street. Like I knew I had like skills because, everybody in the hood used to say it. But I'm looking at it like really being a real rapper. Like, nah, man, I don't know. That ain't for me. You know what I mean? That shit ain't gonna work. So when he came and he told me, I was like, man, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I kind of brushed it off. And they really took off. They really popped off, and I was like, "Oh shit, these niggas really did it!" Like,
so this is like early days,
shit.
like G Unit shit, like early 50, like all that. Okay,
yeah.
All right.
Like first, well, before he had the G Unit situation, it was 551 when he was with Columbia, when he was doing Power for Dollar.
Right.
That's when they approached me.
Yeah, How to Rob and all that, right?
Yeah. I was like, man, y'all gotta have with that. I'm in the street. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm busy. I'm too busy hustling. I ain't got time for that shit to be going to no studio and shit. So he came in when he had got shot and all that and came back and he started the G Unit movement and then it really popped off. I was like, oh, these niggas really did it. Like they did it all for hard work because I seen the whole grind. It was a lot of work they did. You know what I mean? They put out a lot of mixtapes, a lot of records. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, oh, snap. Okay, that's how they did it. Shit, I could do it too. But it was like, I didn't want to be like, all right, I'm going to turn around now after I turned them down already.
Right.
I ain't want to be like, all right, well, yo, come get me now. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, you know what? I could do it too, and I'm gonna meet up with these dudes. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna meet up with my niggas and be like a reunion. So I started working, and my cousin was a barber, and he had a barber shop. So he used to play my records in there like every day. You know what I'm saying? Like I met Action Bronson and them. You know what I mean? Mayhem, shout out to them. You know what I mean? They used to come to my cousin's shop and all that. And they used to be telling them, they used to be like, yo, your cousin is super nice, my nigga. And you know what I mean? So I was like, yo, keep it going. Just keep playing that shit every day. And Havoc, best friend, which is Fly, my brother right now, Fly, he used to come and get his hair cut from my cousin and all that. So one day he was in there and he heard a record and he was like, yo, who is this? And he was like, yo, that's my cousin. So he was like, well, I mess with Mobb Deep, bring him to the studio. So my cousin called me like, yo, where you at? Come through now. We going to the Mobb Deep studio. Now I'm looking at this shit like, this nigga's bugging. Like, what? The Mobb Deep studio? I'm like, bro, that's my favorite group of all times and all that. So yeah. I'm bugging now. I shoots out there. And when I got there, it was looking real quiet because I was expecting, it's Mobb Deep. I'm expecting mad chaos, that, 100 niggas outside the studio, all this. It was real quiet. So I'm like, man, this shit don't look like nobody's in here.
Right.
So my cousin like, what? So we walked in the joint, and the way how the Mobb Deep studio was, when you walk in, you got to walk through like a hallway to get into the control room. And the booth was on the side, but it was real big. You know what I'm saying? It had like a glass you could see through from the control room to the booth. You know what I mean? But Havoc was in there with the door closed because he was on the phone. So when I walked in, it was really nobody there but my man Fly. So I'm like, man, this is some bullshit, man. Niggas made me leave what I was doing, and ain't no mob in here, you know what I'm saying? And he started playing the music, and I looked through the glass and I see somebody like this poke their head through the glass, and I'm like, wait a minute, that's Havoc. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm losing my mind now, but I'm trying to keep it cool. I'm like, yo, that's Havoc. He's like, yeah. I'm like, oh shit. It's the mob in this bitch now. So now I'm hyped. And he walks out now and he comes to the control room. So now I'm just bugging like, oh shit, this is really, I'm really in the studio with Havoc. He turns the record down, he turns the music off, and he like, yo, he asks, who's this? So Fly was like, that's him. You know what I'm saying? And he gave me a dab like, yo, this shit fire, son. I was like, I didn't even know what to say. I was just stuck like, oh shit, yeah, it's Havoc. Like I'm still bugging like, I can't believe I even seen this nigga. You know what I'm saying? So when I left, I got the call as soon as I left, like about 15 minutes later, Fly called my phone like, yo, what you doing? I'm like, I'm going back to the hood. He like, yo, come back tonight. Come back right now because Havoc want to fuck with you. And it was over from there. I was like, oh, hell yeah, let's do it.
Damn,
you know what I'm saying?
That's dope.
And,
Yo, Nyce. So needless to say, no regrets on passing up on the G Unit shit, right?
Yeah. Nah, it's no regrets because they still like family. You know what I'm saying? Like I see I see Banks, you know what I mean? Them my peoples, like, you know what I mean? I see Fifth, it's all love. You know what I'm saying? It was just like, it was one of those things, like, I guess everything happened for a reason, they always say, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it probably was the reason why that happened like that. You know what I mean? Because what happened, we came back full circle anyway with the infamous G Unit.
Right.
When they signed with G Unit, I caught the deal with infamous G Unit. So it was like a big reunion anyway. I came right back to them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so we was right.
Just like that.
That's ill. Yeah, I didn't realize that. I mean, like now that I think about it, it's even kind of a crazier story because like to do that loop back, you know what I mean? And like end up being there anyway.
I kind of forced that too, man, because the mob had a lot of deals on the table. When they left Jive, because they didn't get dropped from Jive. They left Jive. You know what I'm saying? Because Jive, it was a little situation with the business, and
there always is.
Wound up leaving Jive. And when they left Jive, they had a lot of deals on the table, from Puff to Kanye West, Dr. Dre M, Jimmy Iovine, Warner Brothers, Universal, and 50. So it was like 8 labels trying to get them at the same time. So they was getting calls every day. And we had a show in DC. I never forgot it. We was coming back from DC, and P got the call, and he got off the phone, and he was like, yo, this shit is crazy. And I'm like, what happened? He's like, yo, that was 50 want to do the deal. So he was like, yo, what you think? I'm like, man, hell yeah, let's do it. I'm like, because I already knew this was Fifth's favorite group because that's all we was listening to when we was coming up. So I was like, yo, I told P and H, like, yo, listen, y'all sign with him, man. He gonna put y'all out right away. I promise you. Like, he's gonna make moves. He gonna make nothing but fire moves for y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you know, Dre and them is cool, but like, you know, I know Dre is a perfectionist. He's gonna take time before he put out your album. Y'all might be sitting there for a minute. I'm like, Fifth really, really love y'all, and he gonna really go hard. And P was like, well, you think so? I'm like, hell yeah, son, trust me. And yeah, they was just like, fuck it, we're gonna go that way then.
Yeah, they did too. They put the gasoline on that motherfucker too, man. When that fucking Out of Control dropped, oh my God. Like, and then the what was the album on what was the first album on G Unit? Blood Money or
Blood Money.
Oh
yeah,
God.
Blood Money.
God dog.
Yeah,
man.
I was actually on there too. I was on capital P, capital H.
Yeah,
I was
man.
actually on that joint.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
damn,
man.
That
was
crazy.
like, yeah, that was like the introduction to introducing Infamous G Unit to the world. You know what I'm saying? And we was working on the Infamous G Unit album. We was pretty much done, almost done with it. It was crazy too. It was super crazy.
I bet it was. Where are those tracks at? In a vault somewhere?
in the vault, baby. You know, we still gonna release them. You know that. In due time, you know what I'm saying? In due time, you're gonna hear all them joints, all them infamous joints and infamous G Unit joints. All that's gonna come out in due time.
All right.
So
did you have any family members that had a music background, Nyce, or someone that kind of pushed you or motivated you to be in music, or?
Yeah, well, my pops and my uncle, they had like a band, you know, and they had a band, and they used to just like, they was doing more of like, you know, live instruments. You know what I'm saying? Playing live instruments. They had a couple of records they created on their own, but they mainly was like playing like other people's records.
Oh, like
you
cover
know what
band.
I'm saying? But yeah. But they also had records on their own. And yeah, my pops used to play music all the time, like all the time. He would always play music, you know, when I was real young, real little. That's all I heard was music. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay. Word.
Did you ever get into instruments or anything like that, or you just was building it?
Yeah, man. I them instruments and making beats and shit. Nah, that ain't my forte, man. I mean, once I did it once, but it's like a lot. That joint is just really kind of complicated to me. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'd be amazed at like H and them. Like, how do they do that? Like so easily? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because to me, that joint was hard as hell. I was like, damn, it was so hard to put a beat together and chop up, get an instrumental and or a sample and chop it up. You know, that shit is too much for me.
Gotcha.
Meeks and I were talking about that yesterday. I can't remember what we were doing, Meeks. I don't know. No. Somebody asked me, because I'm a DJ and producer by trade, Nyce, and Meeks is an MC, and he's dipped his hands in beat making and producing and whatnot. But somebody
just like you, Nyce. One time, man, just one time, I made a slew of beats, and when I got done, I was like, yeah, man, let me just stick with my pen and pad, man.
Yeah, man.
You'll pull your fucking hair out, man.
I I definitely got to hear what y'all got too, man.
Yeah, man.
You know?
Yeah.
I got to hear
it's out there.
Stuff, man. Y'all got to definitely, when this is over, y'all got to email me some of them things, man.
Yeah, man.
You know, I like hearing all types
it's
of music, man. That's my thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, these records in the back ain't for show, Nyce. I don't have those motherfuckers sitting there for a reason, right? There's a closet right there that's fucking filled to the goddamn ceiling with fucking, you know, records and shit. So, but
salute to you. I know you got some fire.
Oh yeah, there's some treats in there. But my point was you know, it's funny how you say that because just never having the itch to do something other than just rhyming. Like, you know, Meeks, like his things rhyming. Like somebody asked me, like, you've never wanted to rhyme ever? I'm like, nah, man, I haven't even thought about it. Like, I wouldn't even know like how to even start. You know what I mean? Like, my brain just doesn't work like that at all. It's just funny what people gravitate to. You know what I mean? And like, when they
You know, everybody got their gift. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got their gift. It's like how we can do music. We can't pick up a basketball and shoot 10 threes in a row. So, you know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. I wish I could.
Everybody got their gift.
No doubt.
So, I don't know. So, I mean, given where you started, Nyce, like, you know, in that particular, I mean, things were a lot different than they are now. So, I mean, what's your outlook?
Yeah, sure.
What's your outlook on this whole thing right now with digital and just all the social media shit? And like, I mean,
yeah, man. I mean, you know, it took away part of the love for it, because that's when I had to like stop and learn these things instead of keep doing music. You know what I mean? Because like earlier, once you was super nice with music, labels will do what they have to do to get you out there. So they take care of all that part. They even had like artist development. You know, the labels used to have artist development. Now,
right,
it's like everything is going so digital and all this extra shit. It's now they like, man, you gotta get yourself hot and then come holler at.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it changed drastically, and you know, like I said, it took away a lot of the love, because now you don't really have to be like a true MC anymore. Once you got a dope beat, a little catchy hook, and you make yourself look like you're a millionaire on Instagram and all that, people are going to gravitate to it. They just going to feel like, all right, this dude is really rapping what he's living. You know what I'm saying? And this is what happens. Like, I know a few artists that did that and really popped off. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because they just followed that nucleus. They just went and got a real dope beat, a little catchy hook, went and got some jewelry, and they flush and get a couple rental cars, and you know what I mean? They on the gram and everything, videos, and now people was like, oh my God, he's really a rap star, you know what I'm saying? When back in the days didn't have that, you know what I mean? Early 2000s and shit didn't have none of that. You had to really come with like bars and real records, you know what I'm saying? And people used to buy CDs and shit, you know what I'm saying? People used to go to like, they'll have to get your album to hear your album. You know,
you had to leave the house. You had to fucking leave the house to do some shit, you know?
Exactly. Now you can sit down and just download a nigga whole album. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy now. So
it is crazy.
You know, yeah, man, it's totally
nice. Seeing as though you have seen this thing at a different level, you know what I'm saying, to where it is now. I'd like to know what them tours like. I see we got in the notes here that you actually toured with Mobb Deep and some shit. Like let's get some stories popping, man. Let's talk to me.
Oh man, yeah, man. The tours, man.
Oh, God, I
say it like this, man. The tours was like that was like the reward for all the hard work. You know what I'm saying? Like the tour life is great because one, you're getting to go to a whole nother city that you probably never went to before. You know what I'm saying? you meeting people, you're connecting with people that really listen to your music, and they really fans because they really paid a ticket to come see you perform, and you actually on the stage performing to these people. You know what I'm saying? And you getting paid on top of it. So it was like really sweet. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like the reward, you know what I mean? And
Right.
yeah, man. I mean, you know, the girls, man, you know how that go. you know.
No, what do you mean? What do you mean?
Like, the tour
I don't explain.
Man. Oh,
no, I'm kidding. Don't explain.
Females really be friendly to you. They be friendly to you when you on tour, man. It's a different kind of love.
You went overseas too, right? Nyce.
Yeah.
That's that shit right there. That's the shit.
Yeah, man. It's a lot of love, man. The love be great, man.
The love is flowing.
Great. Yeah, man. Love is in the air when you on tour, baby.
Better believe it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I used to be, because when I started, I was really, really young. So I was straight out from the hood to jumping on tour. So I was kind of reckless.
Culture shock, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was borderline reckless. Like, it would be times like even Fifth used to have to call in, like, yo, get Nyce. Like, don't have Nyce. Like, I would be the nigga that's waiting after the shows, grabbing all the girls and not even getting on the bus. You know what I'm saying? Niggas, the whole bus is waiting for me, and I'm still talking to chicks like, yo, all right, come on. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was crazy, man. Crazy times,
that's
man.
Hilarious.
Crazy times.
Man,
I love it.
Crazy times, man.
Yo, Nyce. What's the difference between touring in the U.S. versus overseas? We hear stories all the time, but from your point of view, your perspective, what would you say was the biggest, like the major differences between the two?
The major difference is the love, man. The love you get. Like, overseas is a different kind of love. You know what I'm saying? Like, overseas, it's people that really take heed to, like, they really into rap music overseas.
The culture,
you know what I'm saying?
As a whole.
Yeah, they really really into the culture. Like, it was people that like was crying when they saw us, like literally in tears. And I'm like, the hell is she crying for? Like, you know what I'm saying? I was confused. And they're like, nah, that's the love. Like, they just want to touch you and shit. Like, it was great. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because they really appreciate the craft. You know what I'm saying? Where out here, it's so many rappers. So people see them all the time. So now they becomes normal. Like, you can be going to the store and you'll see your favorite rapper in there just shopping, and you'd be like, oh, that's just son, he raps. You know what I'm saying? Because you see it so much.
Right.
So it's like, it's not really, you know what I mean? Whereas overseas, they don't see it. So when they do see it, it's completely bananas, man. They lose their mind, man. It'd be crazy,
That's what's up.
That's got to be bugged out nice to be like, just to come up like and witness that and be a part of that, man. That's incredible. And such a defining like movement just with, that whole time period, right? I mean, you really that was probably one of the last big like traditional, movements as far as like this hip hop and rap shit is, is concerned, before like digital and social media and all this shit and the internet got interjected in it. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, that's dope.
Yeah,
that's dope.
Yeah, man, it was a real dope times, and it was like I said, the feeling is like none other. Like, when it was so crazy. Like, I tell you, like, one time, like, at one point we used to have to take like alternate routes to get to the hotel because people would follow you. You know what I'm saying? They know what hotel. Somehow they find out what hotel you're in, and they're there. Sometimes they beating you there. You get to the hotel, it's like 80 people outside waiting for you. Like, oh, this is crazy. Like, where these people came from? Like, who told them? You know what I'm saying? I would go somebody that worked in the hotel, made the call, like, oh, such and such, Mobb Deep, G Unit is in here. So, you know, people going crazy. They'll be there before we even get there.
Damn.
So we used to have to like take alternate routes and shit and lose people. Like I remember one time we was going in circles for like an hour, just like trying to lose these cars. You know what I'm saying? Because these females are just following you, like they just following us. And you know, Fifth was like, yo, listen, keep them guessing. Just keep going, keep driving till they get tired. You know what I mean? So, and we like, damn, man, we gotta go to the next city. Like, we can't just be doing this all night. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it was crazy, man. It's crazy.
He knew though.
Yeah, but nowadays you hear stories like that, and it'd be a shootout. It'd be 30 people injured because they don't follow the bus and shit like that. Yeah.
Different times. I mean, you know, a lot of these rappers nowadays, the whole thing, like I said, the whole social media and cameras and stuff is what made this the way it is now. Because now nobody wants to look nobody want to look pussy on camera. You know what I'm saying? Nobody want to look soft on camera. You know what I mean? So now everybody's tough now because now they have to be, because it's like, damn, if I act like I'm soft, I'm gonna lose record sales. So now I gotta really act like I'm crazy now so that people can be like, oh, he's a real thug. He really rapping, living what he rapping. Let's get his music. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's always like that now. You know what I'm saying? Where back then it had its issues. Like, you know, we had a lot of issues on tour. Like we was fighting a lot of people and stuff like that too. But it was more, you know, those things were more kind of like handled better because it wasn't cameras everywhere. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like we'll whip a nigga out. He not gonna go get the hammers or nothing because ain't nobody really know more than people that was there. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Just now, take that L and keep it moving.
Yeah, now niggas ain't taking no L's. Niggas know World Star gonna have that tomorrow. And you're finished. You know what I'm saying? So you know, it's completely different. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
Oh man, that's crazy. Well, Nyce, man, it's been a real pleasure chatting with you, dude. So when this record drops on Friday, why don't you tell the folks what are your 2 joints? Like, and it doesn't have to, like, maybe like we always like to hear like what the sleepers are, or like what are the 2 records on here that like you're super super proud of, or you think that people need to make sure they pay attention to?
They should pay attention to everything, but
okay,
you know, I mean, all the records is classically made, but my favorites, I would say, is Graphic, definitely Graphic, because it's very aggressive and it really showcase. It's like kind of like I gave, because with this album, with this EP, I should say, it's not a lot of records I could really show what I can do. You know what I'm saying? So I got to give you like piece by piece by piece, little pieces of my skills. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, Graphic, I can't believe it is dope too, because I can't believe it is more of me introducing myself as Mobb Deep, best kept secret lyrically.
That's a banger too. That's a banger too.
Yeah. Good.
With the organs and all that. Yeah. Actually, it's funny, man. It's funny you bring that up. And like I know you know, you get little signals sometimes. Just Meeks and I do, just doing this show, just like, you know, hear like when we hear things from the outside, and like people may not necessarily be tuned into like what we do, but they're like, "Yo, have you heard this?" And somebody hit me when like randomly one of my homies hit me. He's like, "Man, have you heard this shit?" And it was, I can't believe it. He sent me a link, like the Apple Music link. He's like, "Man, you got to check this shit out." I was like, word. We played Boss of Bosses last week. And I was like, we're getting ready to interview him this week. He's like, man, that joint right there is crazy. So like, you know what I mean? So I mean, Meeks and I are usually the ones putting folks on the shit, but like people are always kind of hitting us up, being like, "Yo, have you heard this?" And like they hit me before I had heard. I can't believe it. You know what I mean? So
Appreciate that.
It's a good sign.
Yeah.
And I heard
graphic.
I heard a little snippet of this Say Yes, man. I'm not playing it this week because Jordan told me not to, but this little up tempo joint, man.
Oh man, yeah, man. Say Yes. That's what I'm saying. Like I had to like really give you like pieces of me because it wasn't that. It's only 8 records. You know what I mean? I like to do a lot.
Okay.
I'm doing like a 15 record project, then you'll get to hear a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? So I had to like really piece it in.
Yeah.
But Say Yes, yeah, man, that's a real banger because it's actually made off of a classical beat.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I was gonna say that's some classic New York shit right there for sure.
Yeah. I had to like really like showcase my skills to the ladies. The ladies love that record. Like they love that record. They definitely love that record right there.
I bet they do.
Yeah, man, that record fire, man.
Yeah.
That was actually going to be what we was really debating to be the single. We was really debating between that and Boss of the Bosses to be the single, actually.
Oh, okay.
And we went with Boss of the Bosses because H is on it. Is on Boss of the Bosses.
Gotcha.
So, and that was the only song he was on. So we was like, all right, we're gonna put that out there. You know what I mean? Like,
you might need a video for that. You might need a video for that Say Yes joint, man. You know?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh, we're gonna do videos for pretty much everything.
Oh, you are? Okay.
We're gonna do a video for pretty much every record on the EP, pretty much.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Yeah, man. Yeah, but y'all check out that graphic joint, man. It's real aggressive. It's real aggressive, real hip hop.
All right.
You know what I mean? Everything I love, definitely check that. You know, that's my baby right there as well.
Okay, all right. So, well, that's what we're playing on. We're gonna debut that on the show this week. So we're gonna play. So on episode 291. So this interview is gonna drop on Thursday. So the record still hadn't dropped yet. So go back and listen to 291.
Perfect time.
Yeah, and you can hear everything I love, and you can hear I
man,
can't believe it.
Yeah, man, because y'all need to hear that.
Word.
Y'all need to hear that everything I love, man. You know,
sir.
Yeah, that's some real that's real rap right there. You know what I mean?
It is.
No doubt.
Nice.
We on it from here on out.
No doubt. Nice.
I was just saying we on it from here on out. Nice. We just gonna be looking forward to more and more from you, man.
Yeah, man. Appreciate it, man. You know, and anytime y'all need me, you know, I'm here, man. You know what I'm saying? Yes, you know, my partner H, would have been here. I know something. He must have had some kind of emergency or something. I'm gonna find out.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah.
So we get him back up here. We get him back up here whenever y'all ready, man.
Yeah, sometime.
Y'all ready. Y'all fuck with y'all, man.
Yeah,
so you know,
cool. Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Co-host with y'all, wild out. I'm ready. You know what I'm saying?
You come to the A, man. You got to holler, man. You come down south. You got to holler at us.
Of course, man. Of course, I definitely. Oh, that's crazy. I might be coming to the A real soon too. Probably, I think I'm supposed to be down there. I think around the 15th or something like that.
Okay.
Something like that. So if I do, yeah, definitely.
That's what's up.
No doubt. All right, Nice. Tell everybody where they where can they go support the record, socials, all that shit. Put some money in your pocket. Like, we'll leave them with that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, you know, it's gonna be available on all platforms. You know, the single is available on all platforms. Both singles actually. I Can't Believe It and Boss of the Bosses Part 2. They both available for on every platform, Spotify, Apple Music, all that good stuff, you know, iTunes, everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, the album will be the same, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be everywhere. And y'all can follow me, man, on my gram, you know, Nyce Future NYCE_DA_Future. You know what I'm saying? Y'all go check me out, man. I answers everybody too. Like I show love to all my peoples. You know what I mean?
All right.
I ain't with the bougie shit now. I ain't with the bougie shit. They just hit me up and I'm not answering and all that. Nah, I don't do that. I show the people love. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, y'all go follow H. You know what I mean? Havoc, Mob Deep, you know what I mean? Easy, you know, same thing. And, you know, we working, man. You know, the Mob, man, we still here, man. Infamous, you know what it is?
Yeah, we're looking forward to it, man. Music sounds incredible. Just we look forward to, you know, what you guys got in the stash, man. We're looking forward to it.
Oh man, get your popcorn ready, baby. It's gonna be a movie, man. It's gonna be a movie.
Let's go.
Tell you, we just getting started right
now. No doubt. Dope. Nice. Thank you, my brother.
Dope.
Appreciate you, man.
No problem,
Stay
my
up,
guys, man.
Yes, sir.
Much Peace, love to y'all.
Salute to you, my bro.
You already know.
Yes, sir.
All right, anytime, y'all.
Yes, sir. Enjoy your evening. All right.
You too, man.
All right. All right, Meeks. There you go, my brother. Wow. Killer.
Yeah,
Killer.
Man. Again, perfect timing, man. The record drops Friday.
Yeah.
The interview dropped Thursday, so it'll be fresh on the people's minds.
Yep.
Hopefully they take heed and, you know, go cop that thing.
No
you know
doubt.
what I mean?
All right.
Havoc on the production. It don't get no better than that, probably.
Top
you know what
notch.
I mean? Not right now.
No,
so,
it doesn't.
Yeah,
no,
man.
It does not. All right. It's Doe and Meeks.
Shouts
It's
out
the
to
guard,
Nyce.
y'all.
Shouts out to Havoc.
Word. Rest in peace, Prodigy.
Peace,
we
y'all.
out. Smithsonian grade.
Big time. For real.
Peace.